So today what we're going to talk about is rolling right in and continuing with the inventory and pricing trends. And I'm sure everybody's seeing this, but our inventory is getting more and more balanced right now. It's very interesting. Buyers are coming out of the woodwork right now. If you guys haven't experienced that, it tells me you're not talking to your database, and that means picking up the phone. It doesn't mean just sending out the mass emails that we do through our CRMs and stuff. It really means picking up the phone. If they don't hear your voice, they're going to go to somebody else. I have some folks I've worked with for years, and I just got another message last night saying, "Hey, we're interested in this townhome. We've been looking with this builder for a year now." And I'm going, okay, I got to go back and look and see when they signed a BBA with me, and do I need a new one, and where are we, and can I even represent them now to that builder? I don't know. So I'm going to go talk to that builder today too. The day goes on, but it's important that we know these things, and know that the buyers need us. They don't think they do sometimes going to a builder, and it's such a mistake because we can give them more options. We can negotiate the price. We negotiate. It's what we do. I just saved some other folks. Let's see. The builder had given them an option because they were friends, and I still got another $20,000 off. I got $21,000 towards their closing costs. I got the rate bought down, and they're in USDA.
Yeah.
Cha-ching. And full appliances across the board.
Yeah.
And people don't realize it until they've worked with us. Sometimes they're going, oh, because a lot of agents will go into a new build and just sit there and let them both talk, buyer and the builder. And it's like, no, we're there to make an offer. And if they don't want to accept an offer, that's the best we can do. It's like, okay, well, thank you. We're still looking. And watch them go, what? And I'm like, well, if you want to take something to your management, I'll give you an offer. If not, then we need to keep looking. And
how many builders are just dying right now?
Yeah. And still you've got sales agents out there going, no, it's the best we can do. I'm telling you, this is the deal. And it's like, no, it's not. I'm selling all over the county. I don't think so. And you need to be able to be clear with that.
One of the agents of the builders, he said, all I can do is ask. I'm like, you go for it, girl.
Yeah.
I'm like, just go ahead and ask for this.
That's right.
And we got everything approved.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
So which is more right now, new listings or price reductions?
Price reductions.
Yeah.
Hugely price reductions. And it's frustrating to me because I know two of my listings are behind right now on where the pricing ought to be. It was accurate when we listed them, but the pricing started changing immediately after I listed them. And then to get people to drop pricing is tough. It's all data. Just keep sending them data when that happens and see what you can do. So anyway, we need to pay attention to these things and know that there is a price sensitivity out there. Sales and demands. We have stable pending sales. In other words, our inventory is dropping. We have pending sales again. It's just reinforcing the fact that our market's starting to move. It's starting to turn. And that combined with, I love that statement, adjust sellers' expectations. That's our job. We have to do that. And the best way to do it isn't by sitting down and having a coffee with them and talking to them. Some folks, that'll do it. Almost everybody. If you send them a bunch of data first and then meet with them and have a cup of coffee, they're going, I know what you're going to ask. It's like, yeah, you're right, because you want to sell your home still, right? It's important to do, or you want to buy a home. There's different ways of doing it, but this is about sellers. RASM reports. It's just so interesting to continue to look at those. And when you see those reports come up, guys, check them out. And it's interesting though, when you see slight price dip, okay, but an increase in inventory for condos, which typically, what's interesting in our market is when condo inventory goes up, it means our market's slowing. When condos and townhomes are selling, it means our market's getting ready to rock and roll. I don't know how we can have both in our market right now, but we do. And I think it's because a lot of the condominium, older ones especially, don't have the proper amount of funds set aside for repairs and updates and keeping up with their properties, because older folks tend to gripe and say, we're on a fixed budget, we can't do that.
And a lot of the condos are still recovering from the new requirements that are made out of them, and their fees have skyrocketed immensely. Also for Manatee County, we saw a 0.01% increase in price year over year this past month. in the most recent market update.
Yep, price is actually slowly going up.
Funny.
But that's sales.
Well, and it shows that I mean, buyers are coming out of the woodwork and now we're
Mhm.
seeing the numbers reflecting.
Yeah. So, just staying on that note, when we're talking about sales and demand, when that's happening in our lives as realtors, don't sleep. If you have to sleep, you're missing out on some of these things. And, you know, if you realize that you can get by on 6 hours of sleep, 5 hours of sleep, when the market's rocking, get up, do those things. If you've got another job that you've got to do too, and you know, you've got to be there by 8 or 9, why not be in the driver's seat by 6 a.m. and going through things, sending them out to people. They'll think you're doing this job all day long because you hit them first thing in the morning. And when they shoot you stuff, then you can respond to them. So just all I'm saying is stay on it when it rocks. This is the same thing that I had put out there when we were doing our business planning, because I want to make sure that everybody is planning, or you're refining your approaches and being intentional in your planning. It's one of those things where we look at it, we go, yeah, that's a great idea. And then all of a sudden it's March and we're going, ah, crap, didn't do that. Okay, there's no time like the present. Planning doesn't stop. It should be an ongoing thing. And so, you know, you need to organize to achieve goals. You have to. If you don't have a target, you can't hit it. Just like if you don't have a vision, where are you headed? I don't know. And neither does anybody else. And that's the challenge. So prioritize, that's the huge thing. Yeah, you can do strategies without breaking the bank. There's so many companies out there trying to get us to spend our money every day because they're making an income. It's not because it's going to be the best thing for us. So we need to focus on what can we do ourselves? What can we use AI to do for us now without using some of these other resources that cost money? Of course, you can pay also a nominal fee to be on upgrades with ChatGPT and things too, if you want to. Focusing on activities. Which one has the best return on for your time? Why focus on activities that don't, unless they're family and things where you should have that time, right? We definitely have to have margin in our lives, but all I'm saying is that when the market's rocking, that margin really goes to a minimal margin because it will change. And in my lifetime with this business, I work 12, 14 hours a day when the market's really rocking. I just can't help myself because it gets exciting and fun for me and I can't stop. But there's that. But the reality of it is it will stop. And when it does, that's when I'm like, cool, now I'll take a break. I'm going boating. You know, we're going to go fishing. We're going to go do these things. And of course, if we don't keep up with our database when things are rocking, those slow times will come much faster than if we had. So it's important to do. Look at the huge number of business coaching plans out there. And of course, we love Ricky Carl. He's a good dude. Okay. So what's going on in local government and development updates? Land use changing, Manatee County, Planning Commission hearings coming up on the 12th. And they're talking about their comprehensive plans. It's in the amendments to them. These are important things for us to keep an eye on and see what's happening, just like on Tamiami Trail. You know, they're expanding commercial square footage. Will that affect any of your buyers and sellers? If they're looking in that area, it will. If they are looking into commercial, it definitely will. And there's no reason we can't do commercial buildings. The business sale is the part that takes a different training scenario completely. If you start playing in the commercial field at all, you need to make sure and talk with us and let us help you get on the ball with it. The lingo is even totally different. You know, what's an LOI?
Letter of intent.
But a lot of folks don't even know what that would begin to look like. And we do have, you know, like Rob Alt is strictly a commercial agent, and he's a great guy too. If he has time, he'll sit down and work with you through it. Leah's doing a commercial deal right now. I'm getting ready to get into another commercial deal myself. It's just they're out there and they do work, but we need to be careful with them. Okay. And we still need to have our BVAs and our office disclosures executed with those. We're still working with buyer. And I think that some people go, no, this is commercial. Yeah, no, this is still the law. We need to make sure we get it every single time. And if you don't, you're leaving yourself hanging out there like Wile E. Coyote for a lawsuit. Because if it happens, the office won't cover you and our E&O won't cover you. You got to have those things in place so we can help protect you. Okay.
And just so you know, we are gonna be getting a new commissioner for Manatee County. Because Carol Phelps passed away.
There you go.
So there might be a little lapse in stuff happening right now too, while they try to
Good.
fill that space.
Thanks, Lynn. So what's this about?
Sin Fin.
FinFin, as I called it last night, FinFin, no doubt, it's FinFin, all right. But Ann Johnson sent this over after she had trained us on this. It is now part of our contracts.
Mhm.
And you need to know how to explain this. I just had to go through this with another buyer within the last 10 days. And fact of the matter is, if it's well, this one was a corporate buyer that is paying all cash and putting it in an LLC.
Mhm.
Guess what? Boom, had to go through this documentation. Here's the nice part. If you're working with the right closing agents, like an attorney that watches over you, like, you know, we think very highly of Ann Johnson. She just takes care of us.
Mhm.
And we don't get any kickbacks from working with her. It doesn't support our business other than the fact that we have an attorney protecting us and working with us and our clients and keeps us up to date.
Mhm.
I love the lady. I think she's wonderful. So important things to know and to be able to explain to your buyers. And if you don't have the documentation that we went through on this, ask. And I don't know if we have it's in app files now. There you go. Okay, roll on. God bless you.
Thank you.
So here's the deal. Turn house hunting into home buying. This is important just in our own mindsets and in the mindsets of folks we're working with. If they say we want to go house hunting, you just have to turn it into, great, I look forward to helping you buy your new home.
Yep.
And that's an automatic. That should be an automatic for you, because that phrasing turns in their mind, just like when they're in the car with you, call one of the agents on the other end and go, hey, I'm with my buyer right now.
Mhm.
And they're going, oh, that's right, crap, I'm the buyer. You know, some people get really nervous about it, and that's okay. So what do we do with that? Somebody's really nervous about it. What do we do with that?
I make a joke. It's always gonna turn into a joke with me.
Okay.
Like Sunday at my open house, we had some couples roll in and it's like, hey, are you doing anything else today? Or are you just looking for your future home? And she got really
Deer in the
nervous.
headlights, yeah.
And I go, oh, I'm sorry I said it like this. Are you doing anything else today or just having fun?
Uh,
But it was funny because you could still see the gears move and she's like, oh shoot, I am looking for my future home.
mhm,
Okay,
It's perfect.
yeah.
Yeah. And so it's important again to get people's gears working properly, right? But you know, my thing when people are nervous, I also will decompress them with the fact that it would be not normal if you weren't.
Mhm.
Everybody is. And let me tell you, before we write your first purchase offer, you're going to be a nervous wreck when it's sitting there waiting for acceptance or rejection or
Okay.
negotiation counters. It's normal. Once I get you into contract and we're going into the home inspection period, understand you're going to be even more nervous and you're going to think, cold feet time, I'm out, I can't do this. Don't let that win. Just understand that it's normal and it happens with everybody in their lives. Don't think you're unique in that area, because you're not. And then all of a sudden people are going, oh, okay, makes
Mhm.
sense. So inventory is expanding, rising price adjustments, creating negotiation advantages. Adjustments. That's like, I love that. It's like price improvement, right?
Mhm.
It's verbiage, but it's true. And it allows us to negotiate better for our buyers, actually. Can be with sellers too. If we prep our sellers with the fact that we're looking to sell your home.
Yeah.
We don't want to just list your home. We want to sell it, right? And you need to sometimes start the discussions like that, especially when you're talking with people that their home's been on the market a while and they're still fighting for top dollar. If you can bring them an offer, to, it's the best offer we've had, and watch them go, that's a terrible offer. It's like, no, it's an offer, which makes it the best offer we've had. Let's work with this. Let's see what we can do.
Mhm.
And let's counter them, and let's not lose them though. See what we can do. So it's all keeping that verbiage correct and continuing as salespeople, which we are. In this role, we are. We're also their friends oftentimes in what we do, but they need to understand the role difference. It's just like when we call somebody and we have a personal conversation with them. That's one thing. If we call that same person 2 days later, and we want to talk business, it's best to start with, hey, it's Kent, just wanted to, touch base. This is a business call this time, man. I wanted to make sure and cover a couple things with you. Changes the gears in their mind, and that's okay, right? But if you don't have the personal discussions too, well, are they gonna really think you care?
Mhm.
Probably not. So it's important. So commercial zoning changes. That's starting to happen right now too in various areas. We've got to keep an eye on that. And why would you need to keep an eye on that as a residential sales agent?
What's getting built behind your neighborhood?
Yeah.
Yes, if we don't know, we're being derelict in our duties. If we're selling people properties and we're not telling them that, oh, by the way, there's going to be a 4-lane highway that goes right behind your privacy
Mhm.
fence there coming in 2 months,
Mhm.
we're not doing our job.
Yep.
That is part of our job, and we need to make sure we know what we're selling and who we're selling it to, right?
Yep.
Documentation practices. Review your market updates. Give them to your clients. I mean, we can do it on text too, and on our social media, that's great. But if you've got clients you're working with, why wouldn't you put that in their hands? Just like if they really like a community, why wouldn't we be giving them a AI generated community,
Flyer.
well, documentation, honestly. The AI will tell you all the restaurants, everything about the community, what's going on, how's the traffic.
Mhm.
It's amazing.
Mhm.
And put your picture on the front, make it about yourself, give it to them as a market review, and they're going, holy smokes, they're really working hard. Yeah, AI is really working
Oh my
hard for us.
gosh. Also, another really easy thing to do to make a buyer go, oh, on our buyer's guide, drop a
Right.
text box in there.
Yep.
Put prepared for in their name. My gosh, it was
Mhm.
made just for them.
That's right.
So special.
I put this whole thing together for you.
Just for you.
Yeah. And on your seller's package, why not swing by their house the day before your meeting with them? Get a picture of their house and put it on the cover. They're going, oh, you've really been looking at my house. Yeah, I know, I like my job. I like you. We want to take care of you. Right? All right, so that's important things, and distribute them. So networking and compliance, encourage team participation. This is good, and we've already gone here, and the RASM events, and you guys really need to go to those and other trainings that come available. I don't care if it's through another brokerage, that's okay. Go and see what they're presenting, bring that material back so we can process it as a team and see what we're missing out on, and if there's things we can't learn. It's the old adage of eat it all and spit out the bones, you know, it's
Mhm.
important.
Mhm.
So thoughts for the day. I really liked this one. Vision without execution.
It's hallucination.
Just hallucination. It's just so true. You know, if you're not executing your plans and your vision, then it's just a thought. It's just a hallucination you're having. How about you don't close a sale, you open a relationship if you want to build long-term successful enterprise.
Yeah.
It's just so true. We're building relationships with people. And we need, and it's tough when we've got a lot going on. It's tough to remember to reach back out and say, hey, how's it going? I know you moved in 3 weeks ago and I'm on my whatever sale since then, but how's it going?
Mhm.
No, you just call them and say, hey, how's everything going? Wanted to check in on you. Everything going good? You know, how's the wife? How's the kids? How's the husband? However it goes.
Mhm.
And let them know you care. And they'll go, oftentimes, oh man, I meant to call you. No problem with my deal, but I've got a friend. Thank you. So appreciate that. That's what keeps me in business.